We bought our first ever fake Christmas tree this year. We vowed that we'd never be fake Christmas tree people, but here we are. Earlier this year, we did a living room renovation, and with that came the problem where we didn't know where we were going to put our Christmas tree. And then about 2 weeks ago, I had a eureka moment to move the poof from this section here and use this as a Christmas tree section just over December. So that part of the sofa is now living in the attic for the next month. Now, the reason we had to go for a fake tree is because that thing to the left of me is a fireplace. A fireplace that's used and definitely in those winter months. And I don't need to be a firefighter to know that putting a real Christmas tree that close to a fireplace is a bad idea. Now, because we don't plan on changing our living room anytime soon, it meant that we needed to invest in a fake tree. And here she is. She was on sale, down from £300 to £150. I was on tree duty whilst Dan was on Bella duty. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. In the 10 years that Dan and I have been together, this is the most difficult time we've ever had putting up a tree. Who knows? Maybe that was because we decided to put up the tree an hour before bedtime. But one thing I will say about a fake tree is fluffing up the branches is honestly the worst job in the world. I mean, I'd happily pay someone else to do that. But welcome to problem number 2, where I put on a first set of lights and there wasn't enough. So all of that effort went to waste. I had to take those lights off. And the next set of lights that would have been long enough was so tangled and took a while to get that fixed. Dan did Bella's dinner and bath routine and then put her in our matching pajamas and put her to bed. In the meantime, I was battling the tree whilst also trying to manage the 2 older children. Now, it was at this stage that I'd lost all hope. I just really didn't like the look of the fake tree. But I persevered and I thought, let me just put on the ornaments. Maybe that'll make it look better. Now, if I put aside all the stressful moments, it really was a fun family activity. And I know that deep down it's understandable that these moments can be stressful. And recently, I've really learned to just digest those difficult moments and understand that they are just a part of life with young kids. Another thing that helps with that is a lot of Malbec. Now, a thing I haven't told you guys is that this is night 1 of 2 of putting up the tree. At this stage, I was overstimulated and relegated both the boys on the sofa to watch Bluey. Now let's roll on to day 2, where not only did I buy a fake tree for the living room, but also for the boys' room and Bella's room. I keep reminding myself that it's all about creating that Christmas magic. Their tree is obviously smaller. Nonetheless, I hated fluffing up the branches in this one as much as the big tree. So yay for me, because now that I've started this, I'm going to have to do this from this year to eternity. But do you know what? It's okay, because look how cute it looks. It had this moss base, which just looked weird to me, so I did go get a plant pot. And then for the boys' tree, I did find these wooden decorations, which I feel go perfectly with their room, but it's going to be really nice because I can put the same decorations on their tree every single year. And that's on creating nostalgia for our kids. Now that the tree is done, I still have some other decorations I want to add to their room as well. That's for another day. Right now, we're back in the living room, where the base of the tree only arrived after we decorated it, so we tried to put the base on, where we nearly lost the tree completely. Let's just say a lesson was learned, because trying to put a tree skirt on a tree that's already decorated is very difficult. Here you will see section 2 and 3 of the tree was separated from section 1, but by some sort of miracle, we managed to save it and put the tree back together in one piece. But even at this stage, I still wasn't loving the tree, but thankfully I did order something on Amazon that really worked on our tree last year, and that was stringy tinsel. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It really does just save any situation. It also reflects the Christmas lights perfectly, but most importantly is that it hides all imperfections. I feel like the tree skirt definitely looks great with this tree. I also picked up some of these ornaments, which I thought would reflect the light really nicely. And then I also picked up some of these stars to hang on the bay window. And you know what? By some sort of miracle, we pulled it off. For our first ever fake Christmas tree, I think we've done really well. Not to mention that after months of panicking, I finally found a place in the living room where it fits perfectly. Now we just need to add the rest of the Christmas decorations.